If you're a neutral or if you're a fan of either team, I don't know, we'll find out. Arsenal took the lead in the first half. Saka with a shot that deflected off Christian Romero. Spurs equalised through Son a few minutes later. Then the second half, Saka gave Arsenal a lead again from the penalty spot before Son again replied for Tottenham. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was left regretting 2 points dropped at home.
Today we have that regret, especially that we lack some compulsion on the ball. To get set and have more passes. We wanted to attack too quick, too early. We were against so many balls in the final set and we didn't do enough with them. And against these teams we have to be more ruthless there.
Let's speak to Arsenal fan Amanda Schiavi from Same Old Arsenal podcast and Tottenham fan Rosa Anderson from the Spurs podcast Hometown Glory. Morning both.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, how do we both feel? Do we think it was a fair scoreline in the end, Amanda?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the draw was a fair result. Neither team did enough to win it. We had so many chances that he's right, Arteta. There was no composure on the ball. And when Rice went off second half, that was it. It was just, a massive blow to us.
Rosa?
I guess, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, that's the fixture that I dread most in the entire world. And I was pretty terrified the entire time. But coming away from it, I'm also slightly disappointed, I think. Like, it was our best chance in years to grab 3 points.
Amanda, Gary Neville was saying that he thinks Arsenal are missing a top striker. Do you think that's fair?
I think we're missing Timber, Rice, Partey, Martinelli, Trossard. We're missing that. Yeah, there is a case for the fact that we do feel now maybe we do need a top-class striker to put these chances away, because you can't keep missing chances like this. But saying that, we're unbeaten still. 1-4, drawn 2. It's not the end of the world. It's just that we weren't on our game yesterday. And Rosa's right. She did have a chance because they haven't been great at the Emirates for many years.
Yesterday, one of the standout players was James Maddison, who just has come into this Spurs team and really, he's just given them something else, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's literally perfect. We haven't seen the way he moves and the way he thinks. He's got the quickest brain and the quickest feet we've seen since Christian Eriksen. Really, he's what we've been missing for years, and it is just an absolute joy to watch him every time.
What did you make of Saka's goal celebration, by the way?
Very, very funny. If you're going to try that and try it twice. And then get mugged off twice. You're a braver person than me.
It was a bit of fun, though.
Yeah.
How did you both feel about the penalty decision? Amanda first.
Oh, I was at the game, so we don't get to see anything.
Oh, yeah, fine, okay.
Our players went absolutely ballistic at the referee, and that's the end I set at. So I said, VAR, if he goes to the screen, he's obviously going to give it, because he didn't give it. And it went on for quite a while. That's the only problem being at the game. You don't get to see anything. But when you go on social media and I actually look for my dad to what he says at home, everyone's saying definite penalty. I haven't watched Match of the Day yet, so I don't know. But I don't know if it was a penalty or not, but everyone on our side was saying it was.
Rosa?
Yeah, I think it's really unfortunate. You'll be surprised to hear. I'm not really sure what else he could have done, but these days that's a penalty, so that is what it is.
Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with that. I think I'm fortunate, but it's going to get given. Amanda, what's your take on the goalkeeping situation at Arsenal?
Strange one, to be honest. Don't see much that Ramsdale's done wrong. But maybe he's trying to build up some competition. We do need a number 2. And I think they'll get equal amount of games, which is going to be a strange one. Honestly, I'm happy with both goalkeepers, whoever he plays.
There was a nice moment as well when David Raya in the first half made that sensational save where he kind of scrambled across. Superb save, one of those that you sort of watch a couple of times and think, how's he done that? And there was a shot, if you were watching on the telly, where they cut across to Ramsdale and he was applauding over his head. So you get the sense that goalkeepers do stick together, so they might be able to work it out.
Absolutely. I've seen the picture of Ramsdale, and it's a shame that it was taken by a certain pundit as fake, because it wasn't fake. The unity in our team is incredible. The unity with all of us, fans, club, the lot, is incredible. We didn't have a great day yesterday, yet Spurs still couldn't beat us.
And obviously the obvious question. Amanda, are you going to finish above Spurs?
Of course.
And Rosa, are you going to finish above Arsenal?
Of course we are.
Lovely stuff. Good to speak to you both. That's Amanda from the Save Old Arsenal podcast and Rosa from the Spurs podcast Hometown Glory. We're going to speak to John Murray after 7 and former Tottenham goalkeeper Brad Friedel after 8.
Still to come after